today has gone from good to great for you because you are now tuned into the show where you learn first how to define success, what that looks like for you in your life, and then how to make that vision of success your reality. We're going to do that by making sure you're in the right mindset to grow. You have the right tactics, strategies, and methods to get there. Once we combine that growth mindset with proper strategies to achieve success, there's really nothing that's going to be able to stop you. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, stay tuned and stick around. Welcome to the Sprouting Success Podcast. I'm your host, Remy Ellis. Thank you for tuning in. Before we get into today's topic and show, I briefly wanted to ask that anyone listening right now, go leave a rating and review of the show on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, wherever you're listening. Please give the show a review. That helps us in the category ranking, the algorithm. That helps more people like you find the show. So I appreciate the continued support. Let's keep this thing going. We're just getting started, as I said before. Today's topic is how to evolve and level up. Now, I don't necessarily think I need to sell you on the idea of progress, on leveling up your life and evolving into a better version of yourself. If you're listening to a show called Sprouting Success, you likely have some aspirations for yourself, and the concept of progress makes a lot of sense to you. That's something you strive for in your own life. We all want to feel like we're getting better over time and improving as individuals. It's part of how we're wired. That makes us feel fulfilled. That strokes our egos a bit, and it allows us to provide more value for others, in turn, providing more value for us, and giving us freedom to do what we want. Doesn't that sound good? Right. Today I'm going to touch on 3 high-level ideas I want you to really think on, maybe even write down and keep it at the front of your mind when you wake up in the morning for the next couple of days. These 3 points will get you thinking in the right way to be able to grow and change for the better. And these might be ideas that you've heard before. Maybe you haven't heard them presented exactly in this way, and it's always good to reinforce positive thoughts and habits. I want to preface this topic by saying you are alive to grow and build and create and improve. You aren't meant to be here to be average and be mediocre, although a lot of people live this way. But then again, you aren't like a lot of people, are you? All that said, let's get into today's topic, which is how to evolve and level up. Point number 1, ask yourself, not what should I do, but who should I be? We could probably end the episode right there, and I could stop recording this show altogether just on this one point alone. If we all understood and applied this one concept, we would be a lot closer to where we want to be in life. And I'll restate that question. Ask yourself, not what should I do, but who should I be? The conversation and the voice in our head all day, every day, mostly focuses on the small, minute, practical actions and decisions of our lives. So should I wake up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock? Go to the gym before or after work? Should I fold laundry right now or later? Eat out tonight or cook my own dinner? Now, these decisions have their place in life, of course. I'm not discrediting the importance of them, but the driving force of whether or not you'll have what you want in life at the end of the day, the difference between you feeling fulfilled or empty, is actually the person you're being, not the things you're doing. Your thoughts, your character, who you're being. That needs to be the question at the front of your mind when you wake up. Before, should I get up or should I press snooze? Before you decide on what you're eating for breakfast, who am I being? And I think you'll find that asking this question helps you make a lot of the other decisions you have to make much faster and easier. The question you need to ask yourself is not, what should I do? What can I do? The question is, who do I need to be? In order to have the life I want, the outcomes, the relationships, the job, the money, the freedom, however you're measuring your progress, who you're being to get there matters way more than what you're actually doing. Quick story, about 1.5 years ago, I was approached by my mentor and I was given a challenge. He challenged me to basically bet on myself and apply for a promotion that I might not necessarily have been totally ready or qualified for at the time. I had begun to make a name for myself on my team and as someone who had it together and showed potential for being something more, but I hadn't thought about taking the step on my own without encouragement from someone saying to me, look, you can do this. You got to go for it right now. Go for this promotion. And that encouragement was big for me, someone else believing in me and my abilities. So I prepared, I worked hard, I worked early and late, but thinking back on that time, one thought that I was keeping in my mind, approaching my work and my interviews and my opportunities was this. What does the version of me look like that's already doing the job I want? What type of person would I be if I were chosen for that role? Let me be that person now while I still have my current role and see if it makes a difference. That worked out for me. I got the promotion, which is my current role now. I asked myself the question, who do I need to be to have what I want? So you need to ask yourself this question. Picture what it is you want and ask yourself, who do I need to be in order to get there? Point number 2, once again, today's topic, how to evolve and level up. Point number 2, get some experience. The way that you level up and evolve is to gain experience, meaning getting game speed reps in. Practicing, sharpening your skills, learning new things, putting yourself in new situations and environments. So first, find out where your comfort zone ends. Do that by pushing yourself to your limits, physically, mentally, emotionally, and then push past those limits. That's how you evolve, through actual experience, through making the wrong call, having a tough day or week at work, through taking on too much, spreading yourself too thin, and then having to have some tough conversations. That's how you grow. When I was coming up in high school as an athlete, I had aspirations to play college basketball. I worked with a trainer this summer before my senior year of high school, and one of the things that he told me early on was that once I got to the next level, if I was good enough to play in college, I would need to change and evolve my game to fit whatever role the team needed to be filled. In high school, I was used to getting a lot of touches, getting a lot of shots up, having the ball in my hands quite a bit of the time. But at the next level in college, my trainer was telling me how every player on a college team, or even trying out for the college team, was the best player on their high school team. Everyone got the most shots, scored the most points, got the most awards and recognition. It's the best of the best when you get to that next level in college. So to prepare me for my senior season of high school and beyond in college, what we worked on that summer were the skills that I could take to any college program and team and be useful. Speed, rebounding, defense, finishing around the basket, shooting. There was a gap between where I wanted to be, a college basketball player, and where I was that summer, a decent high school player. In order to evolve my game, I needed reps. I needed to practice game shots at game speed. What that means is simulate situations that I would face in a game, pressure situations, time running out, defenders crowding my space, shooting the ball quick, letting it go quick. That's the experience I needed to get better, and that's the experience that helped me become an all-state player my senior year and get into a college program the following year. So simulate the situation you're going to find yourself in, get real-life experience at the thing you want to do. If you want to be a better public speaker, find a place to present to people. Go to Toastmasters. If you want to become an author, write. If you want to become a singer, sing. Get some experience, and that's how you level up. Point number 3, eliminate to elevate. The most important adjustments you'll make in your life to elevate and to evolve, it won't be through doing more that you'll see progress. It will actually be through doing less. Let me repeat that sentence. The most important adjustments you make in life to evolve won't be by adding things. It will be by subtracting things. When you eliminate, you give yourself space to elevate. I'm reading a book right now called The One Thing, and it talks about taking all the things we could do in life and could focus on, limitless opportunities, and narrowing that down to maybe 5 or 10 things we have on our to-do list today. Taking it even a step further and narrowing that list of 5 or 10 things down to one thing. What's the one thing I can do today that by doing so, everything else becomes unimportant or obsolete? What's your one thing? This is an idea I want to speak about more on this show, but the general message is that to get extraordinary results in life, you'll need to stop doing things just because you've always done them or you think they're important. You'll be finding the one thing that's so important that by doing it, everything else falls into place. The more you eliminate, the more energy you'll have to focus on what truly matters, which is yourself and your own life. All that said, let's recap today's topic, which is how to evolve and level up. Point number 1, ask yourself not what do I do, but who should I be? In order to have the life you want, the outcomes, relationships, job, money, freedom, whatever it is you're measuring progress, who you are being to get there matters way more than what you're actually doing. Point number 2, get some experience. The way you level up and evolve is to gain experience, meaning get some game speed reps in. Practice, sharpen your skills, learn new things, put yourself in new situations and environments. And point number 3, eliminate to elevate. The most important adjustment you'll make in life is to remove things, not to add things. So do some addition by subtraction, and I think you'll be surprised at what you find. Thank you all for tuning into the Spreading Success podcast. Once again, leave a review of the show if you've made it this far. Thank you all so much. I've been Remy Ellis, and I'll see you next time.